Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, it is time for some predictions and also, more importantly, probably some advice about the heat wave sales, right? We know they're coming. What we have up right now is the Sinister Sentinel Sideshow sale. Very difficult to say. I'm proud of myself for that. That was last year, right? I'm going to just call them because I think most of the community, we've kind of gathered on terms. It's like it's the July 4th sales, right? And these are usually particularly very powerful, very potent. And one of the reasons why I think that most of the community gets so excited about them is, one, there is stuff for whales, right? You can spend, you can see it on the right-hand side. And on the left-hand side, is there stuff for units? So even if you don't participate in the $4 or currency there, you can use the in-game currency of units, which you've been able to accumulate through playing the game in not Battlegrounds, but Arena. And so I think that's why, and we're going to do some predictions on it, and like I said, some advice. But first, a huge shout out to Cat Murdoch for these graphics. My Discord server reminded me of these, showed them out. Thank you, Mobius and others. Go support Cat, right? Her Etsy and her Twitter is linked in the description. She also has a great YouTube channel, puts out some really, really cool fights. She is a lover of some of the like non-tier above all champions and shows us you can kick ass with them in this game. I really love that about her. One of many things. So, as far as the advice is concerned, I'm not going to be live stream on the day. This is the first sale, big sale. I have not live streamed in a very long time. I am going to be on vacation. I am pre-recording a week's worth of videos, including my top 30, my top 15, and then the whole general tier list, like the best champions in the game that I've been doing every single month for, I think we're on 45th edition, I think it was, with myself and the Illuminati and everyone's knowledge. Make sure you get that, download that spreadsheet and configure it for you. Are you playing War? Are you doing Battlegrounds? If none of that, you don't click those boxes. You have fun and you will know, and it'll help you out if you participate in the sale. And then last, and I promise we'll get to this, is Kabam mentioned something about like CCP codes. I don't know what that is as of recording this, and it is Monday the 23rd at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If that comes out, and if like I have a code or something like that, I would really appreciate it if you would use it, right? We're building something here on this channel. We're having a lot of fun, getting out a lot of advice, and I would appreciate it if you go to the store and there's a space for codes, and hopefully you get some free stuff. That would be really, really cool. Okay, so here is the advice. As you can see last year's sales, and I always advise going for the guaranteed materials or assets. And what I mean by that is, like if you look here at this, like the Sinister sale, right? And you look at tier 1, there's a series of tiers. I would go with B or C in a heartbeat, because I know I'm going to be able to use those. With crystals, you almost never know what you're going to get. Particularly think about it. And this is the one time I will say, like, potentially go with the RNG thing in the crystal is if it's a Titan Nexus. That is the only time where, and I will do an opening of some sort. I just will be able to live stream it, and I'll get it out as soon as I can. I'll be on vacation, so it might not be till Monday. But if there is a Titan Nexus, that is for the one time where you are almost certain to see me go for it. And that's because this current Titan is so good, and the champions in it are so current, which I know is obvious, but there is a big push towards this thing I've been talking about for a long time about the medium to hard counters in this game. And they are great, and they are current, and they are like what is obviously happening now and moving towards the future. If there is a Nexus and you get Spidey Supreme and Red Hulk, you've got at least one good champion to pick from. And I know a lot of Spidey Supreme champions, people love him, and that's fine. I'm not trying to yuck your yum there. I'm just saying, man, on a relative basis, as someone who ranks all these champions and is often saying, hey, champions in my 3rd tier can do a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty sure Spidey Supreme is in that 3rd tier, this Titan is filled with champions in the 2nd tier and the 1st tier, okay? And so that would be the one time I would really say, like, hey, maybe go for the non-RNG. Now, as far as predictions are concerned, I think, you know, the game continues to grow at a very fast rate. And also, time goes by because we're having a lot of fun. This was last year. And if you look at it here on the Sinister, the units pit side, right, on the left-hand side of the screen, they get to the point where tier 4 was a 2-3. I'd be surprised if we get a, like, basically a generic 3-4 this year, but I do think we'll get a 3-4 gem, right, for rank 4s. A gem, you open a crystal, and that's what you get. But that's why I said there's still RNG there, right? Keep that in mind. And then as you go through, like, I think we're still going to get Titans. They obviously value Titans very highly. And I think the Titan Crystal is finally at a place where it should be valued very highly. I think there will continue to be offers that will help people with rank ups. hopefully there's not too many 6-star things in the Valiants. And I know a lot of you right now are like, hey, are you going to talk about non-Valiants? And I will tell you, I am not. And there's a reason for it, a good one. I am of the opinion that if you're not Valiant yet, hold on to your money, hold on to your units. If there's something like obvious, you just want to do it, man, and have fun, go for it. But if you want objective advice, it's hold on to them. And I've done a video on for new and progressing players. I will link that in the description. Watch that. And I talk at length. For me, it's relatively short, but detailed about use your units to get your mastery points and do things like that. Not for this. If it is a guaranteed rank up item and it's going to help you get to Valiant, then go for it. But I would not use my units to rank up my 6 stars. Absolutely not. Because if you're enjoying the game enough, you can get to Valiant without any spending. And then when you're at Valiant and you want to spend because you're having a great time and you're enjoying, and it's fine to enjoy your hobby. No one feels bad buying golf clubs for their golf hobby, right? Then you can go ahead and do it. And so I'm not even going to do predictions for that because in my opinion, you should be saving your units. And if you're enjoying the game, play it, get to Valiant. And if you're like just one rank 3 or rank 4 off or something like that, and they offer that to you and you've got the units for it, go for it. Have fun. I'm not here to yuck your yum. I want you to have fun. I just want you to be really smart about it. That's all. And so then as we go through, I think this tier 8, if you look at like this tier 8, you had to go through the cycle twice. We'll see if they do that again. I don't know if they've said specifically whether they will or not. I know some people really liked that. I also know some people really didn't like it because it felt like double dipping. And the reason it felt like double dipping is because it was literally double dipping. Now, Kabam is very smart and they may find another way to do essentially the same thing by having like 8 tiers of offers, but not making them exactly the same. So it cannot be technically called double dipping. We'll see what they do. They're very smart with their sales and things like that. And so we'll see. And I do think there will be another like chase thing. What will be interesting for me is if the chase thing is Human Torch. Now, Human Torch is insanely powerful, and I've included him in my top 15, my own personal, and of course he's going to be ranked absurdly highly in the general tier list. Is any champion necessary? No, but man, is he good, especially if you're interested in competitive formats like Battlegrounds and War. On the for dollar side, on like for currency, for cash, you know, I don't think they're going to get away with anything close to 7,500 shards for Titan Crystal. And the tier alphas that they've got there, that's going to have to pumped up quite a bit. I would guess you're probably going to be able to buy like 2 rank 4 champions with the All Fathers, and maybe a third, like if you buy out the rest, so that you end up with about 3 rank 4s. And then as you go into the unit side, if you can go through that track twice, you can end up with about 5 rank 4s. Just being fully transparent, I think that's probably what it will take to get people to be very excited about this. We're moving through rank 4s pretty quickly, and it just is what it is. And so I think if you end up with about 5 of them, that sounds about in line with the pace with which you're moving. The one thing, and I've been thinking about this a lot, because I was debating even whether I was going to have time to make this video before I headed out on my vacation, is I don't think they're going to add too many of the relic things. I just don't, because of the way relics are and the way they've gone and stuff like that. But they might, as a way for you to get more units in order to buy the Sinister Sentinel Sideshow sale. But it's now called something else, the Heat Wave. So they might include that. I wouldn't go for it unless you just really want to and you're buying units in order to participate in the unit side. I would focus more on the other non-relic deals. Is if Human Torch is like the big prize, it feels like Kabam is doing. I feel like this is almost the 3rd month in a row, right? We had Red Guardian, then Dark Phoenix, and now Human Torch. I would guess they don't intend to literally do that every single month, and it's kind of just been more of a coincidence lining up with their sales. Like even the sale, it's not in July yet. It's going in June. Is in selling champions that powerful, these aren't just trophy champions anymore. This isn't Kang. This isn't Thanos. Regular Thanos, not Deathless. Is do they decrease what you're actually able to purchase as far as like a relative value? And we'll see. We'll see. I think there's a chance they do. And that these cash deals do not feel overwhelming. And there's actually a decent amount of kind of complaining from the community saying, these cash deals aren't that great. And the reason being will be that Kabam has valued Human Torch at like $1,000, if not higher. We see what they charge and what their pity system is. And so from their way of thinking, I could see them very much feeling that way, in which case it would allow for kind of a deacceleration of the rank 4s and also allow them to put a lot of the value in the unit side. I have to say, if that's what they do, and that is a big if, I like it. I like the value beyond. Because you're free to play, you're low to play, you're moderate spenders, and man, even your high spenders. You're a high spender just because you know, $1,000, that's a high bar. I like the idea of them being able to access like a large portion of the rank up materials that are going to be available on this day. And the trophy champion, the Human Torch, who no champion is necessary anymore, being available to the spenders. I still think it's going to be, though, you know, like I said, about 3 rank 4 champions available through the unit deals, like for cash that you buy the units, and then probably 2 available on the unit side. As usual, let me know what we think we got right. Let me know what you think I got wrong. Thank you so much for watching. And if I have a code, make sure to use it. Take care.